Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Chatty Chonga. We're feeling very giggly right now.
Yes, hello everybody.
We are going to be talking about some of our most embarrassing stories today, answer some of the fan questions that we got on Twitter.
Finally.
Exactly.
So excited.
So exciting.
Yes.
If y'all wanna interact more with us on Twitter, on the socials, follow us at Chatty Chonga.
Yeah, ask anything, or if you want us to talk about anything,
Yeah.
we're open books here.
Yeah.
And we're open-minded,
Yeah.
So...
we're on Tumblr now, officially, too.
Yes. Trying to spread
our
name.
spread
our info.
He said he want this chocolate spread.
Yes. Oh, wait, what was the lyric that we heard?
He said, I want this chocolate spread.
I said Nutella.
I said, you better Nutella.
That's a good one.
I don't even know who that was.
Yeah, but there's some clever lines that I'm just like, we'll giggle and be like, the rap girlies just know how to do it.
Yeah, they have some good flow.
But we were talking about Tumblr and how we think it's gonna...
There's a Tumblr renaissance going on right now.
In terms of like style, music,
fashion.
Bring back the
sad girls, the pale American apparel.
1975, the neighborhood.
Yes.
What were your thoughts on that e-girl like moment? Do you know what I'm talking? It's more of like a TikTok thing.
Like the more recent e-girl.
Yeah, the e-girl trend. I don't really know much about, because I think it's just not... I mean, I'm in my mid-20s, so...
Yeah, exactly.
It's not my thing, but...
No, I agree. I feel like there's been a lot of these weird, like... Do you remember when femboys were a thing?
Yeah.
Like...
Well, I think what do you mean?
I don't know, I feel like there was, like, this whole thing about, like, femboys all over Twitter and TikTok.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, yeah, they're...
Like, it's more, like, not actually them. It was just, like, a style.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah. Like, people were just biting off of it, and, yeah. We wanted to talk about today our most embarrassing stories.
I would say we didn't want to talk about it. Some of you wanted us to talk about it.
Well, it was my idea to throw it out there, like, do you guys want us to talk about it? Because I think, it's funny. It's good chat. It's good chat.
No, it is. And it helps you bond with us.
Yes. You're going to get
anonymous hosts.
You're going to have more insight in our worlds.
Yeah.
So... I wanted to start out with my most embarrassing moment, and this was a couple years ago. Not even.
Was it? No,
it was like 2 years ago. 2-3 years ago. No,
was
it
it that long? I thought it was
it was 3 years ago. 2 or 3 years ago.
I thought it was like 6 months ago. A year ago. God, time.
It's like 2 years ago, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, because it was after we came back from Hawaii, which was
2 years ago.
No, 2021. This is semantics. Yeah, no, this was June. This was summer 2021.
Okay, so this is a year ago?
Yeah, like year and a half.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's 2 years ago.
Besides the point.
Yeah. I have no... Just time is just, So, it was during the summer. I was... At the time, not out to everybody. I was just out to my closest friends. And I decided one night to get really messy with a stranger. We got super drunk. The Casamigos was... Yeah, to his Casamigo. Like, I was being... Yeah, I was very messy. And I decided to hook up. Thank God, it was just making out. Hook up with someone and post it on my story. And I woke up with probably one of the worst hangovers I've ever experienced, and like 40 messages on my phone. A, being like, no way. 2, being like, are you okay? And my phone was cracked. Like, I was a mess. The person I was hanging out with, the stranger that I was hanging out with, just did not give a fuck. They thought it was so funny and cool, whatever. And I was like, my brain was just like alarms, like fireworks. And I was like, I've never in my life, and I told you, I was just like, hey, I've never been this embarrassed in my whole entire life.
That.
Like, I never feel like you know, like I'm not ashamed of any, like obviously everyone has their insecurities and I'm not saying like nothing bothers me, but I've never been like embarrassed about something, like outwardly embarrassed. Like there, you know, everyone has their little moments or like they trip, they fall and they're like, oh, whatever, that was so embarrassing. Speaking of, I fell the other day. Wait, little side note, I fell the other day and I was like, cause I run and I was like running really fast at night, dumbest idea. I fell in front of like 20 people. It was so embarrassing. Anyways, so yeah, I was calling you and I was just like, I don't know, like this is the worst thing. And you're just like, relax.
What did I tell you?
You're like, in a week, you're gonna laugh about this and maybe not in a week, but it's in a couple weeks.
Within a month.
Yeah. Within a month, I was just like, I can't believe I did that. But I'm so happy it happened because it brought me closer to other friends of mine, and it was like the worst situation to happen, but good things came out of it, and I got to like live more authentically, and
it turned out to be a good thing.
Yes, but in the moment I wanted to crawl up in a ball and like literally explode into a million pieces. So love that for me.
I guess I sort of had that. I like got completely blacked out at a school talent show. I posted some really cringe things on my story, but like it was just like embarrassing, and I was blacked out and like I didn't give a fuck. So like that one like doesn't have a deep.
What were the things that were posted?
Oh, I was just like some like frat and sorority like whatever. And they did some super gay song, and I was just like screaming like, this is so gay, like I love it.
No, what's so funny about you, and I love when you go to concerts because you literally are screaming out the words, and you're just like, I can't believe I posted this or something, but it's so funny.
That's my embarrassment, honestly.
Singing along to concerts.
Yeah, or even in the club, like they'll play a song and I'll be like,
you're like, yeah, like, and I'm just like, yes. I was talking to one of my friends about last summer. We would go to bars and clubs in NYC, and I didn't know how to act at the time. And well, you know, I still don't, but it's a lot. I'm a lot. I'm so much more. No, I'm so much more calm than what I used to. No, body no, literally. Yeah, but that's more.
Go hot. Go off.
Yeah. That's like wine on the couch. But compared bottles. Hey, we were sharing.
Mine. Okay, girl. I had two.
Oh, okay. Let's not act like you don't drink.
Oh, obviously I drink.
Right. Girl, stop.
Hey, I love to drink. I love to drink.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to drink a little bit more.
And that's fine.
Sometimes you like to drink more often. I just feel like in the moment, like when I drink, I want to like have a little fun.
No, I agree.
Yeah.
I think yesterday I was just like feeling so sick that I was like, I can't.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Ooh, I forgot what I was talking about. So last summer we were like just like talking about, you know, our experience going out. I used to literally like get on top of like the stages and like chairs and stuff and like scream and dance and like literally feel like I'm like, this place belongs to me. And now like looking back at it, like no regrets at all. But I would never do that. I would never do that. And I used to be like, I used to eat it up. It's like the attention.
Like the stripper pole.
Oh, you love the stripper pole.
Back in the olden days. I would never do that again.
I would literally hype you up so much. I'd be like, no, you're getting on that fucking... You're like, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. And I'm just like, yes, you fucking are. And then you just... And then like a good song would come on and I'm like, get to it. And then you just like... I would literally take people off the pole for you. I would take people off the pole for you.
I would literally be like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to get on the pole. And you're like, you're gonna do it.
Oh, literally.
And you're like, get off the pole.
And it's just like, like I said, like people would think... I don't think they would think it's embarrassing, but...
Oh, I didn't care. I didn't give a shit.
Oh, yeah, but I just remember... Well, we're talking about embarrassing stories. Yeah. But I remember, like, now to me, like my behavior would be quote unquote embarrassing, but I don't regret it, so I don't.
And I don't think I was like super embarrassed at the time.
Yeah, but I mean, it would be embarrassing if we were to act.
Well,
like
because
that
when
now.
you're like 20 years old, what you can do is like very different.
But I remember like you on the pole, me screaming. I was like, yeah, like get to it. I used to push people out of the way. Like,
I had a Snapchat memory pop up of one of my friends at that bar during a drag show, just like standing on the stage, and the drag queen was like, you need to get off the stage. And she's like, no, like we're having fun. And she's like, it's my show.
No, I've had so many like, not embarrassing, but just so many weird moments like at clubs and bars. But I was, on the conversation of embarrassing stories. Have you ever had like an embarrassing moment or like stories within like a relationship or like with a guy, like you came across a certain type of way you didn't mean to, or you came off cringy? I don't know, just something.
Yeah.
What's like the first thing that comes up?
There's too many to think of. Like so many times I'm like, oh my god, like that was so cringy. I'm so cringy.
Right.
I remember one time like, cause you know how I am with hooking up. Like I feel like I'm super into it, and then I like hibernate a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was with this guy. Okay, this is embarrassing to talk about now, but basically I was like, hey, like I haven't hooked up in a while, like can you like take your time doing the thing?
Doing the thing.
And I was like, yeah, like I haven't done this in a while. And he's like, oh yeah, like I'm sure you say that with everybody, like
Oof.
I was like, okay. I had a roommate walking on me jerking off one time.
Ooh.
That was embarrassing with his dad.
No fucking way.
Yeah.
How did you?
I don't think they saw anything.
I would have died inside.
I wanted to die.
My penis would go inside my body.
It was a situation where like he had been gone for like he was like gone for the weekend, and I thought I had like the place to myself, and then they came back like 3 hours after I thought they left, and they're like, oh, we actually. But I will say, like, I wasn't even that embarrassed because that was my freshman year. They saw a lot of shit.
Damn.
Yeah. Shout out.
I would say now they're just coming to me, and I'm so happy because before the podcast we were like, what embarrassing and they're just flooding in my brain. One time I was playing music for this, like I was at a hookups place, and it was like lunchtime. They were cooking for me. I was on the bed connected to the speaker, and no, wait, and I'm like, and this is me being like a toxic 21-year-old. I don't do this anymore. I haven't done this in years, but I was just at this hookups place, and I was on Grindr looking for other options, and the notification and the sound, and when I like everything in the apartment went quiet, and I was just like, fuck. I was just like, this is so bad. I'm like, this is so bad. And we were talking for like a month or two. So I was just like, so yeah, I was out of pocket, but we weren't together. But it was still no, it was shitty. And he was just like, what was that? And I'm like, oh, I don't know. Like, I tried to play so fucking stupid. They're like, why are you on Grindr? And I'm just like, oh, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I came up with some stupid fucking answer, and I was just so, like, my face went red, and I'm like, this is so stupid. I was so embarrassed. And, I mean, we didn't work out, but that wasn't the only reason why we didn't work out.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten, like, not caught, I guess caught, like, doing something?
What do you mean? So hungry.
Don't be munching.
God, I'm munching so hard right now. All I can think about is like, where are we gonna
food.
go to dinner
You're like,
after
food,
this?
Food.
Have I ever been caught doing what?
Like, have you ever been like, I guess caught cheating? Like some
Nope.
some embarrassing stuff.
I haven't.
Wait. How about when you were talking to someone and they would like look at your, look for you on.
Oh, that wasn't embarrassing though. That was just like fully like stalker. Yeah, like basically I had this guy in my life who
This man.
who would like look at my location on Grindr and track to see what other profiles would be in my area that were not from my area, to like see if I was hooking up with other people. And he would like, one time I was hooking up with someone else, and he would like drive by my apartment to see,
Psycho.
try to see if there was people that, unreal.
No, unhinged. I just thought of another one. See, they're flooding in my brain. These like, oh my gosh, this one's so bad. This one's like school related though. Have you ever had like embarrassing moments in school? Like college, high school?
I mean, yes, like, but for me, my embarrassing moments in school,
Even if
like,
they're little.
it wasn't stuff like that. It was like literally just that like, I was a mess. Like I remember like doing much ecstasy at a party and like twerking on the wall.
At school?
Well, like at a party.
Oh, okay.
Not
I was like,
at school.
it was
I
like,
wasn't doing ecstasy at
damn.
school.
Anything for those good grades.
No, literally. But just like being like me and this other guy were like the only people there rolling, and we were with like a group of friends who were all like fucked up.
So you were on 1,000. Everyone was
It
like.
was like on like 50, and I remember this dude who I was hooking up with at the time was there, and I went up to him and I was like, hey, like, you want to do Somali with us? And he was just like, no, I don't do that. And the whole night I could see him just like looking, watching
Like,
me,
are
so
you
judging.
okay?
Are you
Yeah.
okay? I will say we kept fucking after that, so it couldn't have been that bad.
No, my embarrassing school moment was the first time I got introduced to wax pens. This was like my first year of college, trying out college. This was during like I think it was like chemistry or something, like a chem class. I was like, okay, I'm used to getting a little cooked before class, like,
Exactly.
you know. So I'm driving up, I'm already running late, and I can't miss another class because I already missed like, you can't miss like 3 labs or something crazy. So it was like during winter, and I'm like, oh, I'll take a couple hits, like so lab can go. I think I just wanted the day to go on. Mm-hmm. I took like 2-3 rips from my wax pen. Mind you, just getting introduced to them. Like probably like second time ever hitting a wax pen in my life. I'm walking up, I park my car, and I take a deep breath. I'm like, oh, I'm fine. This is nothing. I'm walking up, and it's like a long walk. I'm destroyed. Like, I'm like melting inside, and I'm like walking upstairs, like it's on like the second or third floor, and I'm like, wow, I want to die right now. Like, I literally feel like I'm out of my body. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, and I'm fighting with myself because I'm just like, you can't miss class, but you feel like you're dying. And I'm just like, just bite the bullet, like, just do it. Like, what's the worst that could happen? I go in my class.
You didn't like sit in the front of the class or anything?
No. I'm late, head down, not looking up. I'm like, I'm just gonna just like listen to the lab, do the lab. It's easy. Lab is so fucking easy. Bye. I put my head down. I'm like messing with papers and stuff. I look up, not my class. And I was like, what? The teacher, who's my teacher, stops the whole class and goes, hey, what are you doing here today? This is not it. Like you got the days mixed up. Are you sure you want to stay? All attention, like 40 people, eyes on me. I'm completely destroyed.
How long had you been in the class at this point?
This is like 10-15 minutes in class. Oh, I'm literally dying in the middle of my class, and I'm so fucking cooked. I'm so destroyed. I'm so embarrassed as well. And they're like, and I mean, my teacher was just like, you can leave if you want. And I literally like couldn't get words out of my mouth. I was like, no, I'm fine. So I'm literally like I couldn't move.
So you stayed?
Yeah, so I stayed. That was the worst because I was just so embarrassed. And then the next I just wanted to die that day. And then the next
day
No, it wasn't the next day. It was like the next semester. 2 people from that class like we got put in the same class for like Chem 2, whatever, and they were both like, you were fucking destroyed. Like, what the fuck was that? They're like, I will never forget that. Like, you were just like, the look on your
So
face.
the fact that they remembered is...
Yeah, it was so embarrassing. And now looking back, like, that was really funny, but another moment where I wanted to crawl in a ball. Oh, it humbles you. These moments
humble you, I guess. Wow.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah. And ever since... See, now I don't smoke, so now I can...
Not embarrass yourself
not embarrass myself. But there's just been so many moments where I'm like fucking baked and I go in public and I'm just like acting like an idiot, or like I just like no words are coming out of my mouth.
I've gotten more like aware of that. I feel like as I've gotten older, I used to love, like, that used to be my favorite thing, is just like get baked and like walk around and like go into a bunch of stores and like, and now like I went into a couple of stores today and I was baked and I was like, I don't want to talk to any of these people, like, don't look at me. Like, and 4 or 5 years ago that would have been my favorite thing in the world to do, and now I'm like, I can't do this.
I just can't believe I used to be able to smoke before going out and go to parties and be so social and like be like, you know, the cool one in the back and like hang out with my friends. If I smoked before going out, when I tell you I wouldn't talk to anybody, like, I really just wouldn't talk to anyone.
I like smoking before I go out.
Yeah, I just feel like I'm not even shy. It's just like I sit there and then everything slows down and I'm like, why am I here? Like, I'm just like, everything is, I don't know, with weed, like, I just want to chill out. I don't want to like party.
Yeah.
But I used to be able to hit my wax pen, hit my fucking blunt, and fucking take a couple shots, and I'm like, who was that person? Like, I literally don't understand how I was able to do that. Like, if I did that now, my body would just like dissolve into the ground. I do want to try going out on shrooms though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, it would be so hard to get shrooms here.
Yeah. But yeah, I'm not with the weed. Not with the weed anymore.
I don't know. I like going out on like smoking and drinking, but I do feel, and I've said it before, that like weed really just like shuts my brain off.
Yeah.
Like my brain goes silent on weed, and it's like, it's hard for me to talk, it's hard for me to think. Like, the strain I have right now I like though, because it like it doesn't do that to me. Like, I can still be talkative.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like I just get so like
I just get like two in my head. But anyways, talking more about embarrassing stories, do you have any embarrassing moments from your childhood, or like moments where you're just like, oh, that sucked? I was trying to think about that.
Like,
I think anytime I got like sick at school, like I got sick once in school, but no one saw it. But
really?
Yeah, like we had a sink in the back of the classroom, and thank God I like waited for everybody to leave for the bus. I guess there was like a couple of people like left, threw up in the sink. I was like, I want to go home.
Really?
Yeah.
Why didn't you just like go to the bathroom? Like, I only threw up one time in school.
Yeah.
And I just like,
it's so embarrassing.
I don't feel like it's embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, I threw up in high school.
That's what I'm saying. Like, when I was in
but
school,
I was able to go to the bathroom. Like, I felt it. I like,
that's
I had this you know those Starbucks like pre-made Frappuccino things?
Okay.
Yeah, I guess I had like a bad one.
Oh.
And I was in health class and I was like, my tummy is not right now. So I ran to the bathroom, threw up everywhere, and then I fucking left.
Yeah.
It's like, I was like, I'm so sorry to this person that has to clean this. Like, I cleaned a little bit of it. I was like, I do not want to. I'm so bad about. Oh, which brings us to.
Oh God, another embarrassment.
I am not gonna get graphic about throw up because that's just fucking nasty. And who wants to listen to that? But I can literally see someone bleed out and be so okay with it. I cannot with throw up. Like, it literally just is like, I don't know if more people are like this. Like, everything about it.
I agree.
I'm
100%.
so like, I'm disgusted with myself. No, like literally, like if I know I'm nauseous, and it's happened so many times, I'll get nauseous. I will force myself to go to sleep before throwing up because I'm like, there's no way. There's just no way I can handle that.
Yeah, which leads to another embarrassing story.
Dun, 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 dun.
This like is a total self-reveal if you know us. But before we left for Barcelona, I spent a couple nights in New York City with my friend here.
No names.
Yes. We stayed at one of his friends' apartments. Our last night in town.
Oof.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, you didn't even drink a lot that night.
I had 3 drinks maximum.
And pizza.
I thought I remembered everything about the night, but what you told me afterwards, like, I blacked out, I guess. And went back to the friend's apartment.
It feels like so long ago.
It does.
Yeah.
But it was like, what, like a month and a half if you think
No,
about it?
literally, it feels like forever ago. Which is another topic.
And yeah, I just like puked all over this guy's apartment.
Oh, and not to mention, so it was like was a friend of mine. It was a friend of mine, and during us staying there, like, I'm not gonna get into details, but I was just getting weird vibes from this friend. I was just like not fucking with them the same way. And so on the last night, I told you, I was just like, hey, let's sleep. I'd rather sleep in your bed than, this person's bed. And so you're asleep, and no, I mean, we get back from whatever drinking and the pizza or whatever.
Yeah, you said that I like started throwing up like basically in my sleep, right?
Well, no, this is what happened. So we were laying down, I'm on my phone, I'm up. You start you could just tell when someone's about to throw up. They're like burping, gag,
Yeah, not to interject, but if you knew I was gonna throw up and I was like that fucked up, why didn't you just take me to the bathroom?
Well, because I didn't know what was gonna I didn't know if you were just it was just like a moment I didn't know, I wasn't set you were gonna throw up.
Okay, but looking back, the signs were there.
Yes.
Okay.
But I wasn't I knew you were gonna throw up because you didn't throw up as soon as I left the room. That didn't happen. You were just yeah, I don't know. There was just sounds. And then I was just okay, I'm gonna leave the room because I'm still wide awake. And it wasn't until, I want to say an hour after I left the room. That's when everything happened. And then when I heard it, because I was up talking to my friend. And I guess when I heard something in the bathroom, I was just oh. And so, but I just thought my brain was oh, maybe he got sick, or maybe I don't know. I just didn't know. I didn't hear I just heard you messing around in the bath, closing doors, and I just didn't I didn't know you threw up. Right. So then I was just you went back to bed, heard nothing. So I was just okay, maybe they just went to the bathroom and went back. I leave my room, and there was a trail of throw up to the bathroom, and I was
because that's the thing. When I say I threw up all over this dude's apartment, I mean I threw up all over.
And
in the bed.
No, oh my god, okay. But yeah, and then the worst part was I didn't want to hang out with this guy anymore, and I was just trying to make conversation because I was just I do not need the confrontation.
Why? Okay, so looking back, and again, I don't have to say yes, my fault. I was totally blacked out. I do not really remember any of this.
Really?
I remember throwing up, and
I mean, we're not gonna go over this whole yeah, but
I thought we were also talking in graphic detail,
literally
10 minutes about this.
Yeah, literally.
But no, I vaguely remember I remember looking for paper towels, trying to clean up the floor.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of the only thing
yeah. I don't know. It was just such a messy night, and I think we've all had
Because the thing is, like, this person is so non-confrontational, like...
Oh my gosh, it was such a
so,
fucking
like,
mess. Which is
whole
another
other thing,
whole
but-
other thing. But I think, you know, we've all had moments where we've gotten sick. Like, I remember... But I played off, like... I got sick at one of my friends' houses. But it was just... Oh, the worst is, like, when it's just, like, liquor. Oh my god, I'm like, this is the worst. This is the worst. And at the time I was trying to like hit on this girl. It was like when I was 19 and I was trying to like talk to this girl and we're being flirty and I was just like, give me 1 second. And I was just like, gotta go, and I went to the bathroom. But that's the worst. I think the worst is when you're trying to like impress somebody or you think it's going some way, and then and it's not even like being sick, but just a curveball being thrown your way, like you spill a drink or like some person gets involved, or like it's just the worst feeling ever. I've had so many moments where I'm like talking to a guy and I probably said the wrong thing, or
100%.
It's the worst.
There are so many times where the words will literally come out of my mouth and I'll be like, I shouldn't have said that. Like, that sounded so nerdy, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember... Because me in the beginning, I'm a little spicy, I would say, my personality. And I think in the beginning when I'm trying to get to know somebody in terms of, like, dating and relationships, I try to play off, like, I'm a lot more laid back.
Oh, Sam, I'm
so cool. Nothing phases me.
Yeah, like...
So... I was trying to be like that towards this guy I met at a club, obviously drunk. And this guy comes up to me and he's being like the worst person ever. And I'm trying so hard to like eat it. I'm just like...
Wait, why are you trying to eat it?
Because I just didn't want to like...
How like...
You know when I get like annoyed or irritated, I get like... I'm moody. I'm just like... I'm an intense guy. So... I'm like, whatever, he's just still bothering us. Like, it's about, like, trying to be weird with the both of us. Like, and I'm just like, I'm like, chill out. Like, it's no big deal. This random person said something, like, the dumbest thing I forgot. And I literally just go, like, why are you here? Like, I'm like, and then it escalated. And I'm like, okay, that's embarrassing. Because, like, now this person doesn't think I'm as cool as I tried to come across, because they saw the spicy side. The spicy side is not for the beginning, it's for later on.
I've just accepted, like, and I have a friend who's very big on this, and she helped me, like, I've just accepted that I'm, like, kind of cringe, and I'm kind of weird, and, like...
You're so quirky, how do you do that?
Yeah, like, no, like...
I'm so like, cringe, I'm so weird.
No, but, like, you say stupid, embarrassing things. And, like,
I mean, everyone does.
You just have to... Exactly. Like, everyone does. You just have to embrace it. You have to go with it. And, like, at the end of the day, if the other person makes a big deal out of it, they're probably not that great of a person anyways.
Well, it's like, why would you want to be with someone who doesn't, like, accept that? Everyone does stupid shit. I mean, my friends, oof.
That was a big thing with my ex, who I lived with.
Really?
Where, like...
Did they do, like, embarrassing things?
No, like, I feel like they and, like, the group that he hung out with, like, all of them, like, there was this, like, trying so hard to be cool thing. And it was so, like,
that.
Polished, and everything was really intentional. And, like, I definitely picked up on it where I was like, I can't say anything weird. I have to,
so
like...
annoying.
We're, like, self-policing.
I feel like that's what... Those were the moments that I like the most from my relationships, like especially with my ex, because he tried so hard to, come up with this like image of like, he's like posh and like I don't give a fuck about shit, and it's like just being yourself. Like I like the goofiness. I like not embarrass yourself, but I love those embarrassing moments or like knowing about it. Like it makes you like human. We all go through like embarrassing shit. We all do cringy shit. Like. Don't try to like... I don't like when someone tries too hard around me because like that's not human.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's just like we all do cringy shit. If you didn't, you're lying to yourself. Like as a kid, that's how you like find out who you are, like through cringy shit.
Yeah.
Like your style. We've all dressed fucking weird at one point. We've all like tried different hairstyles. We've tried like different accessories, like I don't know, like music, you know, our the shows we used to watch, like everything can be translated.
So we got our first question from a listener.
Thank God.
Yes, we're very excited about it. DM us if you have any other questions. We're very good. We're very qualified at giving advice.
Yes, of course.
So this says, I have met a new guy. He's perfect on paper, but something just feels wrong. Is it me overthinking, or is it my intuition telling me that he's not for me? I'm a big believer in intuition. Like, if you get the sense that there's something wrong, there's probably something wrong.
Yeah.
And I think that, like, very few people, even if they are perfect on paper, like, people are not perfect. Like, I think about the first guy I dated who was perfect on paper. But then turned out to be, like, a psycho. And I'm not saying, like, break up with him. I'm not saying, like, stop the relationship. But definitely, like, going forward, be very aware about stuff and, like, open eyes.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, listen to your gut and probably just, I mean, it depends what it is. If you feel like they're lying about something, cheating, or there's just something like an obstacle in your way for you to tell this person how you really feel, like just address it, or you know, really think things through. And because
talk about it.
It also could be like you are overthinking it. There is that, you know, chance of it. But if your gut is like, no, there's something going on, like it's just messing with my head too much, like don't drive yourself crazy.
No,
like,
I completely
talk you know, talk it out.
I would agree with that. Like, definitely, like, talk things out, because that will also show you, like, if this person takes it really poorly.
Why would you want to be with them?
Exactly, why would you want to be with them? That'll show you. And if they're like, hey, like, I'm really glad you brought this up, I'll work on it.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think we all get in that situation, though, where we're talking to someone and we're just like, oh, where's this going? Or like, what should I do about it? I have a crush, like, but like, there's just something, I feel like they're doing this, or I don't feel like they think the same, but.
Well, the ick is, like, very real. The ick is a powerful drug.
A powerful drug?
Drug. Because it will be perfect, and you'll get the ick, and then it'll just be, like, done. Like, nothing can revive it. You are over it.
Yeah. I mean.
At least for me.
No, I feel like, well, yeah, yes and no.
Not with everybody. With some people, and I think that.
It depends what it is, though, for me. Because some people do things I'm like, ugh, that's weird. But, like, if someone does something that I'm just like, no, like, why'd you do that? That's so fucking weird. Like, ew, I hate that.
You have things that you're, like, very...
Oh, I have such specific things.
Specific boundaries.
Yeah, and, like, icks and, like, things I don't like that people do. And once I see it, I can't unsee it. And it takes me... I'm just like, I'm over this. Like, I'm either obsessed or I'm just, like... Not obsessed, but I either, like, really, really like something... Or, like, I'm just, like, I'm so over it. And I feel... I just can't. When people are, like, being weird, I just can't.
You still are texting that kid who got so drunk, though. So maybe the ick isn't as powerful as we thought it is.
Well, I was until yesterday.
Oh, you're not anymore? You're done?
I mean, they asked to hang out, but I was just like, maybe.
No.
I just said maybe.
Okay.
Well, because I like... And I feel like... People get this. You ever talk to somebody that, like, their friends are cool?
Yeah, you want to be part of the group, but you don't want to...
I don't want to be, like, part of the group,
but you want to be connected
I want to be connected because his friends are so cool. Like, they're so interesting. They're really nice. And it's, like, it's not that I'm using this person. Like, I'm not, like, selling an idea that, like, I'm dating them or, like, whatever. They want to get to know me, but it's just hard getting to know someone that you don't want to get to know. That's where I'm at. Yeah. But I love their friends. You know?
And you're so bad at faking it.
I'm so bad at faking it. You are too, though.
Girl, those Italians
You
the
are
other night.
too.
Those Italians at
Okay,
Crepes.
this is a no, but I'm talking about
No,
wait,
like
you have this. You have the resting bitch face.
I do have resting bitch face.
Yes.
I do. And I think that it's just like me in general. I have RBF, but like I feel like if someone is making that effort with me, like I can totally like give good talk in a way. Like those Italians, like you were not interested in talking to them at all.
No.
And you made that so clear.
Yeah.
And I was
well,
like,
I didn't make it so clear. I just didn't like. I didn't make the effort though. I didn't make it so clear. I just didn't make the effort.
I guess I feel like you make it much more clear than I do when you don't want to talk to someone, and I do make more of an effort where I'm like.
I try to get you to initiate more often, which you have been.
You say that like you initiate all that often. You also are not like out there talking.
I initiate more than you do.
Girl, I don't think that's factual.
Oh my gosh, we got shots the other night because they thought we were on a.
Oh, they thought we were on a really bad first date.
And resting bitch face. You're just.
But that's just who I am. Like
I know. I mean, obviously, I don't have a problem with that. Like, or it's not even a problem. But I'm just saying, like, from the outside, it looks like you're just like, fuck like, this place. I
really do. Like,
yeah, like.
Logie, like that's because a lot of these places, like, yes, fuck this place.
Okay, but you're like that. You're like that everywhere, girl. Everywhere. I'm sorry. Like that's just you're. I don't have a problem. I'm not dissing it. I don't. No. I know you. Like I'm just like whatever.
I feel like when we go to boys now, I really try to make an effort to smile. Like whenever we go to boys, no, I'm serious. Like I feel like such that like, oh, you should smile more.
I think it's like a fake it till you make it. But I think, for me, like if you're having a bad night. Like I'll keep up with it until a certain point where I'm just like, okay, I can't like fake it. Like if we're not on the same wavelength, and then you're just like, and then I'm just like, okay, I want to go home. Like if you're on that vibe, like sometimes like I'll like try to be like I heighten it and I'm like, okay, I can like get down, or it'll be flipped where you're having like a better time and then I'm just like, oh my gosh, I just want to go home.
There's a lot of times where we'll go. Like I remember going to Moon one time. And, like, I was kind of, like, on, like, a higher level, and you just sat down and pulled out your phone and, like, silent, like, stone face, no emotion.
Like, I was just like, I don't want to...
and I'm like, okay, like, I guess...
Yeah.
I guess we're drinking.
But there's some nights where... Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't know, there's certain nights where you're, like, not on the same page.
Exactly.
It's just not... It's normal.
Happens.
But when we have a grand old time.
We do.
We meet amazing people. Oh, I love those types of nights where like both meet cool people.
You need to hang out with those Taiwanese girls.
Yes. And the Dutch people. Dutch couple.
I want to hang out with the fashion designer more.
I want to hang out with the Dutch couple.
Okay.
Yeah. The fashion designer.
I don't love the Dutch couple.
I do.
She's too intense for me.
She's too what?
She's too intense for me.
Oh yeah, she kind of is.
I struggle to keep up. If we go to Cedars with them, like, it's gonna be a lot.
Please, I think you can keep up with them.
Cool, I'm sure I could.
Yeah. No, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be fun, but I also, they'll never hear this. I have a little crush at my favorite bar.
God, it's more than a little crush. You went to the bar's Instagram to find his
because I'm nosy and I feel like everyone can relate. Like, have you ever just met someone and you're like, I need to know more about this person? Yes, I'm definitely not the only person to do this.
No, like, I'm not saying nobody else out there has done it, but like, I have never had someone where I'm like, one conversation in and I'm like...
I'm a couple conversations in.
Girl, we've been there twice.
2 conversations. Anyways, I just really like this chat with this person and it's not even like romantic. I just like really like them for... Like
but
I'm not...
They are.
No, it is. I just like them. It's just rare for me to like have like good really good chat with a stranger, I guess. Like it's just good chat.
Huh?
I don't know. Well, maybe when you get that spark, you understand.
Girl, I've had that spark.
You have several sparks.
Girl, yeah, I do have several sparks.
Phone is on busy.
No, literally.
My phone is so dry. Your phone's like soaking.
I literally like.
You were like, I'm tapping out. Like last night, you were like,
really.
I'm done for the night.
I'm done for the night. And I didn't go on Tinder at all today. I sent one guy like a couple messages because he was asking for like bar recommendations. But I was just like, I talked to so many dudes yesterday in like the past couple of days. I'm like, I don't want to do this.
Oh, your life is so hard.
I know, literally,
so
like, all of these men want to go on dates.
You have your main side hoe and then all these little...
Which, like, I feel like that spark is dying.
Really? On whose end? Oh, we can talk about it.
No, like, it...
Wait. Summarize the connection and then...
Well, so, like, if you haven't listened to past episodes...
Yeah,
like,
you don't have to explain the whole thing, but...
I have this fling...
I thought you were going to say friend. I was like, oof.
No, fling back home. Like, more than a fling, let's be honest. We... hanging out, going on dates, sleeping together, like, exclusively for 6 months. Like, knowing basically the whole time that I was leaving to move to Europe. And we've continued to keep in touch. We text. But I think it's just, like, the reality of us being so far apart and, like, knowing that we aren't going to see each other for a year plus. You know, like, he's talking about coming in, like, March. Girl, March is a long time away.
Yeah.
I would love it, but no, he was... We were texting the other day, and he's like, yeah, like, I had a really weird dream with you last night where we were on a plane, and the plane crashed. And we were like...
I don't like that.
No, literally, like we're stuck on a desert island, and then, like, I went off... Like, but literally, like, plane crash, like, crashing and burning. I feel like it's obvious, like, what's going on subconsciously.
Yeah, but it's just probably, like, a fear.
I mean, it's because we both really like each other.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so, like, weird about, like, my love life and how I handle it is so weird. Because I'm just, like, so unattached to, like, anybody. Like, I don't have, like, a main...
See, like, my problem is, like, I want a boyfriend, but, like...
Also the freedom to do whatever you want.
It's not even that, like, I want to be single. Like, I don't want the, like... I think because I'm coming out of this, like, really intense thing, and, like, I want to embrace my singleness. Sort of. But I also, like...
Want to be booed up.
No, like, I want, like, all the cute shit that goes with having a boyfriend.
You want your cake and to eat it, too.
Yeah. Watching all these couples, like, kissing in the street, like, that's what I want.
Hate that.
Girl, talking about embarrassing memories. I used to be so into PDA. Ew. Not, like, into it, but, like, so bad about it.
No, thank you.
I remember, like, going to class, walking my little high school girlfriend to class, and just, like, making out outside. Ew. It was cringe. I would never.
Ew, that is cringe. Sorry.
No, like, we were that couple who would, like...
I am not a PDA person.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Even watching
we're watching TV. No, I'm watching TV, and I'm seeing, like...
A couple,
like, hook up or, like, be way too, like... And I'm like, ugh, God, that's too much.
Like, you will literally watch, like, a TV married couple, like... cuddle in bed.
Yeah, I'm like, ugh.
And he'll be like,
but it's not the action, it's like the things that they're saying to each other and like being so like when, first of all, White Lotus.
Highly recommend.
Wednesday, I mean everyone's on that bandwagon, but, and White Lotus too.
Oh yeah, Wednesday and White Lotus, definitely.
I watched Wednesday, well we watched Wednesday. In one day.
And it took us 2 days to get through the first season of White Lotus.
Probably gonna take us another 2 days.
Well, season 2 is still coming out, so like we have to wait, because I don't think all the episodes are out, and it comes out weekly.
That's fine, because I want to watch the first. It's so good.
And you want to get into movies, don't you?
Yeah, but getting into movies is hard.
Have you seen Parasite?
No.
You would
I heard
like
it's good.
You would like Parasite.
We're gonna watch it.
That's my problem is like finding movies to watch with you because I don't know what you would like. You like that?
I have never seen Parasite, but I heard it's good.
Have you seen I, Tanya?
No. But we're gonna... we need to get into movies.
Let's have a movie night tonight.
Movie night.
Because I need a break from White Lotus.
Right. No, I love White Lotus, though. See, that's me with shows. Like, I can't just... I want it all.
I like what... Like...
Because I'm not a show guy. Like, I'm really not into TV or movies. So, like, once I get involved in something, I'm like, okay, now I need to see... Like, for example, Elite... You fell off the bandwagon with Elite.
Oh, I'm over Elite.
I've been in, like, on and off with it. But because I saw so much of it already, I'm like, I have to finish it. So, I'm just picking the time to...
Want to watch it?
Yeah, I mean, the new season came out.
Yeah, like I said, you can watch that on your own.
You just don't want to watch my show.
No, I'm just
kidding.
I don't care about any of the characters anymore. I don't.
They're not interesting.
They're not interesting. The storyline, it's too...
Oh, you would hate the last season. The ending, we're not going to spoil it, but the ending of the last... No, not for me.
No.
But yeah, on that note...
Thank you for joining us.
And listening to our...
rants.
And most embarrassing stories.
Lots of throw up.
Lots of throw up content. Lots of drunk content. Boy content.
Which you come to us every week.
No,
basically.
Literally.
Make sure to like and subscribe. Follow us at Chatty Chonga on Twitter.
And Tumblr.
And is Tumblr the same handle?
Yeah.
Chatty Chonga for both.
And I'm putting previews and videos and content.
But you gotta get on the social media marketing a little bit.
Oh, I am. I'm trying my best. And if you have any, like I said, topics, questions,
comments, concerns,
send it our way. We are more than happy to talk about anything y'all want to talk about.
Okay.
And yeah.
Bye.
Bye.